Hi friends, this is about your examination paper. Just I'll be discussing with you. You can make a note or you can see the record. You can record the video. You can, if you got any doubts, you can just have a glance at it. State with reasons whether the following statements are true or false. Profit and loss account shows the financial position. This is false. Why? It shows financial performance. Simply you should write P&L account shows financial performance of the concern but not position. The debit balance in P&L account is surplus is false. Debit balance in P&L account is a loss. We can say deficit or loss. So first you should write the true or false. Then you should, if you are clever enough, the same thing you can modify. P&L account shows the financial performance, but balance sheet shows financial position. You can write like this. Which will show? Balance sheet will show financial position. You can write like that. Okay. The statement, when you are writing the statement, you can write like this. Next, the value of human resources generally shown as asset in the balance sheet. This is false. Why? Because money measurement concept says that value of human resources cannot be shown in the balance sheet. You can't ascertain the human resources. But slowly now Western countries and developed countries, they have started giving significance, importance to human resources. They are treating as an asset. But money measurement concept says that those transactions which cannot be measured in terms of money will not be recorded. So therefore the statement is false. The proprietor of a shop feels that he has made a loss due to closing stock being zero. This statement is also false because closing stock, the proprietor of a shop feels that he has made a loss due to closing stock being zero. That is also false because closing stock zero means two reasons. The entire stock might have been sold. So how you'll be getting profit? Selling price minus cost price. But selling price minus cost price means sales. Cost price means cost price of goods sold. Cost price of goods sold, how you'll be getting opening stock plus purchase minus closing stock. If entire closing stock has been sold, it's good. All the goods have been sold. So the profit or loss is the result of difference between selling price and cost price. When selling price is more than cost price, you'll be getting profit. So otherwise it is a loss. So because of getting closing stock zero, you saying the proprietor of shop feels that he has made a loss. His feeling is that we don't have stock, I can't sell. So this statement is false. Sundry debtors are liquid assets. True. Any asset which can be converted into cash quickly can be taken as liquid asset. Debtors, bills receivable, short-term investment within a period of 3 months, they all comes under the category of liquid assets. Those assets which can be converted into cash quickly, that is called as liquid asset. Expenses incurred to keep the machine in working condition is a capital expenditure, is a false. Expenses incurred to keep the machine in a working condition is a which expenditure? Revenue expenditure. So therefore the statement is false. An expenditure intended to benefit the current period is a revenue expenditure. True. Any expenditure which you incur, the benefit is only to be in the current year is revenue. So I got 100 rupees with to me today. 100 rupees for meeting my lunch and dinner. That is revenue expenditure only. The benefit will be there only for today. Benefit is for tomorrow. It is a capital expenditure. Wages paid for erection of machinery are debited to P&L account is false. Wages paid for erection of machinery are debited to concerned asset account. Debited to which account? Concerned asset account. Is false. Debited to which account? Machinery account is the correct answer. Okay. Amount spent on making few more exist in a cinema hall to comply with government orders. I think this question is incomplete. Amount spent on making few more exist in a cinema hall to comply with government orders is a capital expenditure, revenue expenditure. The question is silent. So this question is wrong. Question wrong, but let me give the answer. Amount spent on making a few more exist cinema hall is a revenue expenditure. Actually, the question is a capital expenditure. Answer is false. Since the question is not correct, I mean question framing is wrong, so I think 2 marks you can score, bonus marks. Amount spent on making a few more exist in cinema hall, having one exist hall, say another another exist, or another exit gate is not having any enduring benefit. It is not producing any income for them, so therefore it is taken as a revenue expenditure but not capital expenditure. Travel expense of the directors for trips abroad for purchase of capital expenditure. This question is also wrong. Say for example, traveling expense director for trips abroad for purchase of capital asset. I'm giving the answer actually. Whenever you buy an asset, any expenditure which is incurred for getting the benefit of that particular asset is called as a capital expenditure. Expenses incurred in acquiring asset is a capital expenditure. So if suppose tomorrow there is a revenue expenditure, you should say statement is false. If it is a capital expenditure, statement is true. So ninth one to the for the statement true, it is a revenue expenditure. For 10th one, for the statement to be true, it is a capital expenditure. So since the question is incomplete, I am giving 2 plus 2 4 marks as a bonus. From the following balances extracted from the books of Vikas, prepare the trading and P&L account for the year ended 31st December 2018 and a balance sheet as on that date after taking into consideration the adjustments given below. You know, drawings will go to deduct from capital. Capital will be taken to balance sheet liability side. Purchases trading account debit side, sales trading account credit side. Returns, you know, this is sales returns will appear on the debit side. So purchase returns will appear on the credit side. So this is purchase returns. This is sales returns. You know what is to be done. Sales returns is to be deducted from sales. Purchase returns is to be deducted from purchases. This is debtors, balance sheet asset side. This is creditors, balance sheet liability side. Opening stock, trading account, debit side. Bad debts, profit and loss account, debit side. Bills receivable assets, bills payable liability. Cash in hand asset, office expenses, profit and loss account, debit side. Sales van assets, sales van expenses is maintenance or petrol or diesel, whatever it may be. It is a indirect expense, profit and loss account, debit side. Discount credit, income, profit and loss account, credit side. Rent and taxes, profit and loss account, debit side. Telephone charges, profit and loss account, debit side. Postage and telegram, profit and loss account, debit side. Furniture is an asset. Printing and stationery, profit and loss account, debit side. Commission, profit and loss account, debit side. Carriage inwards, trading account, debit side. Carriage inwards means transportation on goods. I'm not working out the problem. I think you can, I've explained you. You can find out gross profit, next net profit, etc. Then you can go for balance sheet. But we are having salaries and wages. We are having some adjustment. What is that adjustment, sir? Charge 1/4 of salaries and wages to trading account. So salaries and wages, one-fourth trading account, 3/4 P&L account. Closing stock was valued at 61,700. Closing stock, trading account, credit side, balance sheet, asset side. You know that. Depreciation, furniture 10%, sales fan 20%. Furniture, yes, we got adjustment. Whenever you are having adjustment, put like this: 5,000, 10%, 500 is debited to P&L account, 4,500 balance sheet, asset side. Sales van is different, sales van expenses. This is revenue nature, maintenance. This is capital expenditure. Sales van, you got some depreciation, 15,000 into 20% means 3000. The 3000 will be debited to P&L account and that will be deducted. Balance sheet, it is coming to 12,000. Outstanding rent amount to 900. You know that outstanding rent. Add to rent. Add to rent. P&L account debit side. Second effect, balance sheet. Liability. This bad debts, you know, P&L account debit side. If you got bad debts existing here, is to be added. We don't have any bad debts here. Bad debts 3000 is there. That 3000 you have to add the bad debts and make a provision for bad debts at 5% on debtors. This I am going to explain you here. Provision for bad debts. Debtors given in the trial balance 18,200. First deduct further bad debts. What is further bad debts given means after closing of trial balance you came to know that there is further bad debts of 200, and after deducting this 200 from debtors you have to calculate provision for bad debts. Now, on this you calculate PBD. $18,000 into 5%. It is coming to 900, no? 900. Okay, this further bad debts. Add to existing bad debts. $900 P&L account debit side. This 17,000 closing balance, balance sheet, assets side. Okay, so this also complete. About salaries and wages I have already explained you. So you can do the balance sheet. Now let me take you to the last problem, third. Smith Library Society showed the following position on 31st March 2017 is, or we can say 1st April 17. Opening balance sheet. So capital fund is given. So entrance fees. We got some adjustment. Let us see the adjustment, then come back to that. You are required to prepare income and expenditure account and balance sheet after making the following adjustments. Membership subscription include 10,000 received in advance. So subscription, whatever you are having, 2 lakhs, 10,000 is advance, means relating to which year? Next year. Provide for outstanding rent and salaries. Here outstanding rent, outstanding salaries is to be added. And book dates, books to be depreciated 10% including additions. Electrical fittings and furniture are also to be depreciated the same date. 75% of entrance fees is to be capitalized. So entrance fees 75%, balance sheet 25%, revenue. Then interest on securities to be calculated 5% per annum, including purchases made on 1st October 2017 for rupees 40,000. Now we got adjustment on this. This is revenue, this is revenue, this is revenue, this is revenue. 25% revenue. Actually, cash at bank, cash in hand will go to opening balance sheet, but himself has given opening balance sheet, we can see. So no, we don't need the information of opening cash and opening bank balance. Electric charges, debit side of income and expenditure. Postage and stationery, debit side of income and expenditure. Telephone charges, income and expenditure. Books purchased, it's a capital asset. Outstanding expenses paid, last year liability has been paid. For the time being, you ignore this. Rent, income and expenditure. Investment, securities, balance sheet, asset side. Salaries, income and expense, debit side. Closing balance sheet, cash at bank, cash in hand, asset. Okay, so we work out this problem here. First, let me start with adjustments. I think outstanding rent, these things I need not explain. Only books to be depreciated 10%, including additions. Electrical fittings and furniture are also to be depreciated the same rate. So what I do, that was first problem. Second problem, I think problem number 3. Depreciation and closing balances. Opening balance plus addition minus depreciation is closing balance. So we got the name of the assets here. The assets, we are also having electrical fittings, furniture, books. Electrical fittings, furniture and books also to be calculated. Books depreciation is to be calculated. Furniture, books. Opening balance, you can see opening balance, you will be taking opening balance sheet 1 lakh 50, 54 lakhs. One lakh 50, 50 and 4 lakhs. Addition you are getting from income and receipts and payment account. Receipts and payment account, electrical charges is different. We are having only books purchased, no other asset. Of course, investment is purchased during the year, that's different. But we are talking about depreciation. So books purchased how much? 60,000. That is called as addition. No addition for furniture, etc. So now depreciation rate. 10%, 10%, 10%. He said including addition. Less depreciation. 15,000, 5,000, 46,000. Because you can see that depreciation is to be calculated, books are to be depreciated at including additions. Electrical fittings and furniture also depreciate the same rate, is said. Okay. So now closing balance, you are getting 1,35,000, 45, 414. Okay. This is working notes for depreciation and closing balance of assets. This is completed. Interest on security to be calculated 5% per annum, including purchase made on 1/10/2017. This is important working notes. Depreciation P&L account debit side, closing balance, balance sheet, asset side. Next, interest on securities. On opening balance, first we have to see what is opening balance, means from where you are getting opening balance sheet. Investment security 1,50,000. What is the rate of interest? 5% per annum. $7,500. Okay. Next, on additions, you also had some additions. Interest on security calculated 5% per annum, including purchase made on 1/10/7 for 40,000. Here we got this investment securities purchase addition date has been given. So from 1/10/17 to date of closing 31st March 18. October, November, December, January, February, March. For how many months I have to calculate? 6 months. Purchase made on 1st October 2017. $40,000 into 5% into 6/12. 40,000 to 5% into 6/12. It is coming to 1,000. Therefore, total interest on security is how much? 8,500. But if you see, interest on security received is how much? 8,000. This is outstanding interest. Clear? So now P&L account, this amount is created to income and expenditure account. This is 8,000 plus 500, 8,500. Outstanding interest, balance sheet, asset side. That's it. Now you can go for income and expenditure and balance sheet. Solution. This is explanation only. I am not writing the format for the year ended, etc. I think you all can understand this. Let me start with first income. Entrance fees, he says that adjustment has been given. 75% capitalized means it is to be taken to balance sheet, 25% income and expenditure. $30,000. 7,500. Next, subscription. Two lakhs. And we are having some advance. 10,000 is in advance for which year? Next year. This advance will be taken to balance sheet. Then sale proceeds of old papers. Revenue only 1,500. Then hire of lecture hall 20,000. Interest on securities. I've already told you 8,500, including outstanding. Come back to debit side. Electric charges 7,200. Then postage and stationery 5,000. Then telephone charges 5,000. Then books purchase asset, I told you. Outstanding expense paid last year, previous year paid, that will not be taken. Rent, have we got any adjustment on rent? Outstanding rent, we got it. Yeah, we are having adjustment on rent, we are having adjustment on salaries. This has been completed. So rent is how much? 88,000 plus 4,000. 92,000. Then salary 66,000 plus outstanding 3,000. 0. So this has been complete. This has been completed. Depreciation we have done. Entrance fees has been completed. Interest also has been completed. Now we can go for depreciation, which we have calculated here in the working notes. 15,000 electrical fittings. Furniture 5,000. Books for 46,000. 15,000 electrical fittings. Furniture 5,000. Books 46,000. If credit side is more, will be getting profit, and debit side is more, we will be getting loss. Let me take debit side total 5,000 plus 2,37,000. I think debit side is showing more. $9,500 deficit you are having. We can go for now balance sheet. As of 31st March 18. Capital fund, you can see the opening balance sheet. 7,93,000. Plus entrance fees. 75% has been capitalized now. 30,000 into 75% coming to 22,500. Minus deficit, just now we got 7,000. 9,500. Eight lakh 6,000. So this has been, last year expense has been paid. Now we need to see what are the current year liabilities. We are having current year liabilities, outstanding rent and outstanding salary, subscription received in advance. These three will appear on the balance sheet liabilities side. Outstanding rent 4,000, salary 3,000. Come back to asset side. These things, electrical fittings, furniture, books, we have already done that. Investment 150 plus 40, it becomes 190. Okay, so this we have already done here. The closing balances we can write as it is. Electrical fittings 1,35,000. And then furniture 45,000. Books 4,14,000. And investments 1,50,000 opening balance is there. plus 40,000 is purchased, 1,90,000. Outstanding interest on investment 500. 40,000 investment and opening balance is how much? 1,50,000. 1,50,000 plus 40, 1,90,000. Okay. Then we are having cash at bank, cash in hand 20,000 and 11,300. Go for totaling of it. We have to cross check somewhere the totaling is mistake has been done or not. Everything is correct. Just we are cross checking once again the totals. Okay. Let me cross check once again. Wait for a while. Yeah, you can cross check the totaling mistake is there here. The deficit is 16,700. Okay. Is 16,700. If you take out this totaling mistake, answer is 8,15,800. This is how you can prepare your not for profit making organization. So I hope you can just cross check, and if you got doubts you can contact me later. Thank you. Till then we meet in the next class. Thank you very much. God bless you all.